First carry here for Nwangwu. It was T.J. Edwards who brought him down. So, Charles, you look at this offense. What a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5-6 and went out in the first round. I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club. Rather quietly, Osborne has become a relied-upon presence in Minnesota. 650 yards each of the last 2 seasons, due for an even bigger role for them in 2023.
On first down, they'll run with Nwangwu. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line. Well, this defense for the Bears, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
They go play action. Cousins. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Cousins here going to change the play. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Complete. Jefferson the target. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. 4th down, field goal try coming. So Cousins is off, and on comes Greg Joseph from Minnesota. And this is not going to be anywhere close. No good. Way wide to the left. And this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
Here we go.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move it back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. The Bears at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line.
Hey, 551, 551.
Now Fields. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. Touchdown, Chicago! Anthony Schwartz, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears are on the board first here this afternoon. Santos with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away. Nwangwu now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone him down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top two teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. You look at this Bears defense. They enter play ranked 8th against the run in the NFL.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him. Cousins now on second down. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That one good for 26 and a first down. Now a give running right, Nwangu. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Addison will go in motion left. Now Cousins. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 34-yard line. Here's Cousins. And this is caught inside the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now Cousins sees something. He's going to change this around. Handoff right side to Nwangu. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 5-yard line now. 2nd and goal. To throw is Cousins. That's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Kene Nwangu, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Vikings are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Joseph connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Fields. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field.
While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. And now an audible here into something else.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Two things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
On the toss, here's Nwangu.
And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
On play action, Cousins. This is caught. Touchdown.
Justin Jefferson.
28 yards. And the Vikings have taken the lead.
Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Joseph connects on the extra point.
And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
No run back here for Jones. A touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived, as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
Herbert making a nice play there, coming off a 700-yard campaign, despite making just 1 start in 2022. Played a big part in the Bears becoming the 5th team in NFL history to rush for 3,000 yards in a season.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, it's Herbert.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
out of the gun. They'll look to throw.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there.
Oh, I don't know if he's sensing contact to come or what, but that's a ball he'd love to have back. That could have gone for big yardage, but it just didn't want to stay in his hands. That's a tough break.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw here. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
4th down, so they send out Trenton Gill.
.44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. 40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return.
And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Now their last 2 drives both ending in touchdowns. It's got them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap. Allows their defense to play with a little more verve and confidence.
That big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together for consecutive touchdowns. Well, right here they're trying to make it 3 in a row.
Back to Nwangu again on 1st down. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4 on 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
2nd down and 6 now. Osborne motions left.
Now Cousins. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. On 3rd down, Cousins.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 36. And quickly, they get to the line.
And the Vikings 1st down.
Osborne motions left.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And the stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
Straight ahead, here's Nwangu.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. now a 2nd and 10. Handoff here to Nwangu. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
This drive didn't end well, but if they can keep stringing these together, they'll like what they're doing. That was an 8-play drive before it ended in a fumble. So the takeaway's got to be doing what we want to do and doing it well. Just got to take care of the ball at the end.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
They're going to look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. So now it appears they're going to accept the penalty, which means take away the interception. Also means keep your defense on the field. Don't understand this one bit. They'll throw now on the final play. Dropping this underneath with Herbert. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Second down, they go back to Herbert. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Here we go.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. Herbert once more. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
And the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
In motion left, Claypool.
On third down, he'll drop to throw.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
This will be fielded at the 17. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42.
And they will take over first and 10.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
They'll start on the ground here with Nwangu.
And he'll push his way forward to about the 32.
63 yards on the ground for him so far.
That's a nice run to get himself back on the horse after his fumble. Nothing spectacular, but a good confidence-building run.
Here now, 2nd and 4. In motion right is Osborne. On 2nd down, here's Nwangu.
And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center because, remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion. And sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Osborne motions left.
Throwing is Cousins. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. Third and long for Cousins.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Slot man moves right.
On the run is Nwangu.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Even with the good gain, I thought they might accept that one.
Yeah, you thought maybe they'd go with the downs as opposed to the yardage. So if you're taking the yardage now, 2nd and less than 5, that tells me you feel good about how your offense is working.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
give. Running left is Nwangu.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll go right back to Nwangu. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you to the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
They'll try to throw now. Cousins eluding the pressure right, and he'll just get rid of it.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Osborne motions left.
Hey, no, he's easy.
To throw, Cousins. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the Bears are going to take over here up near the 40. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. But now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now Herbert to start the drive. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Herbert powering up the middle. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here's 3rd and 9.
Half the 60, half the 60. 19 tight, 19 tight. 18, pioneer. Mustang 19.
They'll set up a throw. Hard throw, incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
This is taken at the 15. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, Go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Off the play fake, Cousins. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A very solid gain of 27. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right. On the give is Nwangu. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now Cousins going to change it up. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Tariq Castro Fields who picked it.
Intercepted. Tariq Castro Fields on the coverage.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth quarter deficit. And this series could very well determine our outcome. And he'll get him a little space here up to the 5-yard line. Tackle there by Lewis Seen.
And there's the pickup you want on first down. All offenses say, you get me 4 on first down, we'll take it. How about if you get 5? They'll really be happy.
2nd and 5. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And, oh, that is going to be a safety. So that a double whammy. Not only do you have to give away the football, but the 2 points, that means this is now a 2-score game.
Yeah, and that's tough to deal with, isn't it? This little time left. Those 2 points doesn't seem like a lot, but it means everything now. Those are going to be the ones we're going to look back on. Those 2 points right there, the play of the game.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball. On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Here's Nwangu. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. And now they're in the hurry-up. Now they'll shift things around. Cousins from the gun on 3rd. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Up the middle, Nwangu fighting through to about the 48-yard line. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Throwing, Cousins. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It's a first down, and he's also over 190 receiving yards now. What a game. Nwangu down to about the 32.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Cousins now on second down. And that's dropped underneath to Nwangu. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 18. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll run with Nwangu. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 95 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football. And that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
Cousins. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Bears are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. 70 Rangers. 79 Broncos. Cut 19, Panther 11, Panther 11.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Pass complete, Tunyon. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling has been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Check. Buffalo 18. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Dragon 60. Go.
2nd and 6. Gets this to Moore. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense is taking what the defense is giving them, not what they need.
They'll run with Herbert. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Harrison Smith. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? No. Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
Cousins here to throw. This is caught by Addison. And he will have a Viking first down, and that should be the one that gets him to the finish line. Cousins to throw. Flush to his right. And he's got this to Jefferson. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. Cousins. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. Here's Cousins. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that is incomplete.